You get the wheat, you get the flour, you get the baking soda. You mix them all up, then you get the water, then you get the eggs, and you mix that all up.
How many eggs?
Huh?
How many eggs?
Depends how much dough you're making.
How many bagel?
All the bagel.
This one make 3. So 2 eggs.
That's a lot of egg for bagel ratio.
Not
Well,
really.
it's supposed to be a good bagel.
You gotta be yolking, Tyler.
It's gonna be excellent.
You think there was a Norse egg god called Jotunheim?
Why?
I don't know.
Why would they need a god of egg?
Bro, they
Wouldn't
have
it
a god
be
of everything else.
Not really.
What came first, the egg or the god?
The chicken.
Wait. So you're saying the first chicken to ever produce an egg became a god?
Do
Yeah, that's
have...
Jotunheim.
What animals have clitorises?
Hey guys, welcome to the Bagel Podcast. How are we doing today? It's episode, I don't know, day I don't care. We're talking about bagels.
Dolphins have clitorises.
I didn't want you to
Hyenas.
continue that topic.
Oh.
Well, here we are. Which is a shame because their fins are too short to reach them.
Yeah, man, we're drinking twisted tea. We've drank a lot of twisted tea. This one tastes like raspberry, and that amuses me because it rhymes.
Ethan Bradbury.
Ethan Bradbury.
You bring that name to my doorstep?
No, I bring it to your basement. Whose basement? Eric's basement. Joined in with the Kyle and the Tyler. Say hello, Catherine.
I'm not Catherine.
Hello, Catherine. Anyway. There, we've done an intro. Are you happy?
No.
Well, I mean, we don't have to do an intro, I guess. if you're gonna fucking be like that.
Oh, I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best for the show. Is my best not good enough? I'm trying, Daddy.
We watched Apocalypse Now today.
Yep.
And
That was a movie.
we watched the Redux version where, like,
3 hours.
Yeah. I would have preferred to watch the original cut because that one didn't have the French in it.
Yeah, the French scene was honestly the weakest scene, except for when the accordion man fell over.
Yeah, when
That
the
was
accordion
really
man
funny.
fell.
Yeah.
He's the only one that redeemed that whole scene. Just as he's falling, you just oh, sorry.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie. It was kind of weird. Very weird. I didn't understand the stuff at the end because it just went, like, weird. But it was also a pretty good movie. It was fun to watch.
Nice. Did it live up to the hype that I built around it for how
No.
crazy it was? Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I've
At
wasted
some
3
points
hours
in the middle,
of your life.
yes, but as a whole, probably no, because it's a very long movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a very long movie. I wasn't accounting for the extra 43 minutes that they added to it.
It's just some of the scenes just didn't make sense in my mind.
And here's a fun fact. A lot of those scenes weren't in the original.
After this, I went to search up what the differences are.
Well, the main difference is there's no French.
Yeah, French just doesn't exist in the original. That's why France isn't real. They made it up for that scene.
I think they really only did that is because the one guy's from New Orleans.
New Orleans. The Saucier? No.
Saucier.
No, Queens.
Queens.
What?
Clean?
Queen, yeah.
Clean.
No.
Or was it Clean?
It was clean.
Okay, Clean. Yeah, him.
Well, he was dead at that time.
No,
Yeah.
Chef.
Oh, shit.
The Saucier?
Yeah, his name was Chef.
I thought you were saying they added that in because they needed some way to deal with the fact that a person was dead and his body would have just later disappeared in a later scene, and they wanted to give him a proper burial rather than just dump him in the water.
No, I thought
Well, they
that-
dumped a guy in the water no
They
more than a
dumped
half
the other
hour
guy
later.
in the water, but that's because there weren't any Frenchmen to give him a burial.
I was
And they
saying
didn't
that
wanna
because
have
like
sex.
But
Second
there was an invisible man with face paint that did it for him.
Yeah.
I was saying that because Chef is from New Orleans and they're like wannabe French.
That's crazy. Why would they want to
Is
be
New
French?
Orleans wannabe French?
Yeah, their whole thing is that they were French immigrants.
Okay.
So they are French, they just immigrated out.
They're just...
Yeah, they're like the Quebec of Canada.
That's fucked up.
It is. But New Orleans is actually cool.
Actually, I think that's kind of different because Canada was founded by French.
Man, fuck the French. They ain't real.
French was fucking everywhere, bro.
I'm going to withhold my opinion of the French.
Yeah, I'm not telling my opinions because I don't think I can say that without breaking the Geneva Convention.
The Geneva Convention only protects
French.
protects POWs. I think the Geneva Convention would look the other way for the French.
Oh, thank
They
God.
aren't real.
Yeah, dude.
There's no way to look.
Can't count.
Actually, maybe it was made for the French. They lost every war they were ever in.
That's what the one guy's main point was. Like, we lose World War I, we lose World War II, we lose this war, we lose the hot war.
And then there were tits in that scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
Banana boobies.
honestly, the only scenes that were cut from the
Good way
original,
to describe them.
Yeah, man.
because they're shaped like bananas.
Yeah, the 70s, 80s titties. That's just what I call them.
I mean, I think that people with those titties actually still exist.
Well,
It's
yeah,
just they've
but
gone out
you
of
see that
fashion.
a lot in like 70s, 80s, like pornos.
Yeah,
I think Betty White had those.
probably. No, I shouldn't.
I don't know, man.
I did fall into the abyss and search it up. Because remember
Betty
what I told you?
White?
Remember when I told you guys that?
Which part?
There's Betty White nudes on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I caved in and searched them up.
Oh, were they any good?
Honestly, yeah. She was cute.
Solid, man.
She was cute in like 1920.
Yeah, solid
Wait,
stuff,
wait.
man. Rest in peace.
Sorry. Like the 1930s and 40s.
Ah.
She was like 10 in 1920.
Woo!
Yeah, see? That's why I had to correct myself. Yeah, she was born, I think it's either like 1903 or 1908.
That's whack.
Because she's older than sliced bread. Which that
I
would be
feel like
1908.
sliced bread was older than Betty White.
No,
What?
she's older than sliced bread.
Well, all you had to do to invent sliced bread was cut it into pieces.
But this is like commercialized as a sliced bread, not just a loaf.
I mean, I don't know when that was a thing, so it's very possible you could be right, but I'm not going to acknowledge it.
I'll fucking search it up right now.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm still not going to acknowledge it.
I'd like to
I-
imagine the guy that made sliced bread was like, he was just so fucking coked out, and it's like, I need to cut this bread, but I just don't have an extra 20 seconds to do it. So,
Oh no! I put my last knife in the chest cavity of a woman, and now I can't slice my bread. Whatever will I do?
whatever will I do?
That's how red velvet cake came around.
Oh no!
Ew.
It soaks up into the bread.
Have you guys ever had egg bread?
I think
No, I
so.
don't think so.
It's pretty good. Like, it's sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You know what's an underrated cake?
Marble?
No. Carrot cake.
Carrot cake
cake's
is
pretty
very
good.
underrated.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
I
good.
like Black Forest cake as well. That's a good cherry cake. A delicate blend of whipped cream, cherry, and chocolate.
I'd have to take the cherries off.
Why? You don't like... Oh, you don't like maraschino cherries. I remember
Weird.
that.
Yeah, you don't like them fake boys.
No,
I love maraschino cherries.
I hate them.
I think they're pretty good.
I remember one day for lunch when I was at the grocery store, I just bought a container of maraschino cherries and I just ate all of them.
Why?
I liked maraschino cherries that much.
Especially then. I'm pretty sure only like the giant jars existed. Did they still sell small ones?
It was a big jar.
Because like we're talking like, woo.
What if you just bought a big old jar of pickles? Brought it into like high school.
Someone's done that.
I would do that.
Well, I'm not a big fan of pickles. I would do it with gherkins. I like gherkins.
What the fuck's the difference?
What is the difference? Because I'm pretty sure gherkin is like is
Gherkin
pickle.
taste different.
Okay.
I
so
know
just
there's
taste.
a difference. Like it tastes.
Gherkins are kind of like sweet-ish, sweetish. I love gherkins. I'm not a really big fan of like dill or any of them other
Oh,
pickles.
so you like those like little sweet
Yeah,
pickles?
the ones that you eat with toothpicks.
Yeah, I love those as well.
I like good old dill pickles, and when I get dill pickles, I always get the ones with like extra garlic.
Yeah.
Because I like those pickles. And it's funny because occasionally I'll have pickles like on a burger or something, like as a topping, but not often. But I'll always have a dill pickle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'll go down and I'll eat a dill pickle.
It's more of a texture thing for me. Because, like, I'll have pickles on burgers sometimes, too. I like,
Do you just hate the fact that, like, say, like, a decent-sized pickle, just, like, as soon as you bite into it, just explodes in your mouth?
a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like, I'd have to slice them up first.
That's why I hate tomatoes. Especially cherry tomatoes.
Tomatoes make me break out in acne more than I already do. Skinny people cannot have acidic stuff.
Like, you really can't.
And that's... Like, I don't like the consistency of tomatoes, but I really like the taste in, like, soups. My favorite fucking soup is fucking tortilla soup. You know what the main ingredient for that is?
Tomatoes.
Yes. How the fuck am I supposed to make tortilla soup without tomatoes?
I don't know.
You can't.
Add cucumber.
You know what's in tabbouleh? You know
Cucumber?
what you know what the like 1/3 ingredient in tabbouleh is?
Tabbouleh.
No,
Leaf.
it's tomato. Well, yeah, there is leaf. Leaf is 1/3. Parsley.
Man, we still need to try some tabbouleh.
Yeah.
What would you do if I told you I have 4 containers in the fridge right now?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, based on how you conducted yourself thus far, it does not surprise me to hear such a thing.
If you remind me after the podcast, I will come downstairs with 4 spoons and a container of tabbouleh.
4 spoons?
Yeah.
You know, for the 4th guest.
Yeah, for the, like, Vaporeon and Epsilon kissing in the background.
Where?
You don't see them?
Is that right there?
No. What the fuck do you see over there? That
What are you
looks like a
pointing
Vaporeon?
over there for? There's fucking nothing over there.
The models!
No.
Are those Vaporeons, Tyler?
I don't know. I can't see.
They are not. Spoiler alert.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah, that. You know, them fucking evolutions just making the fuck out like it's a goddamn Dojin up in here.
Hell yeah.
This room is warped by those who live within it.
You guys said that I'm
chaos.
just a skinwalker impersonating Eric.
Yeah, we did say exactly that. And you know what? The more important part is that you didn't deny it.
Yeah. You said the only difference is you live inside.
Yeah, dude. So far, this is as sound a theory as any.
What would you do if my like jaw split in half and I grew horns?
I'd be like, damn, that's pretty cray.
Honestly, in my condition, I'd be like, I knew it. I'd look over at Kyle and be like, I knew it.
I was aware of this factoid from the very
Pass me those scissors.
No. You don't need sharp objects.
No, I didn't mean like in that. It's like in the scenario.
Oh, you mean like you were gonna murder Eric?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
why does he need to be a skinwalker for that? We can just do that now.
I like Eric too much.
Damn, man. But you
Thanks,
don't like
man.
Skinwalker, Eric? God, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm racist.
Okay, so like skill from like if you were to put it into perspective, regular Eric or Skinwalker Eric, which one do you like
Well,
more?
it depends, because at what point did Skinwalker Eric take over the life of Eric?
Skinwalker Eric doesn't really know.
Okay.
Listen,
That would be up for you guys to really put into perspective.
think I know at what point it happened.
Okay, what point did it happen?
Remember when we went camping? What do skinwalkers like to do?
Walk in skin, duh.
Walk in the woods. Yeah, I swear, when I woke up in the middle of the night, all I heard was fucking scrambling around Eric's tent and a loud scream.
I thought those were raccoons.
You see, the raccoons was actually you.
The thing is, I never saw the raccoon, so...
But I did.
I'm 3 raccoons
I
in an
poked
Eric
one.
coat.
What if, you know, what if what you just poked was...
Poked Eric?
Yeah.
Okay.
They took the beautiful little little
Is
blonde-eyed,
that why
blue-haired boy.
Is that why you fled the next morning? You're like, I can't be around, and you're just gonna leave me to die?
Hey, I said you can come with, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Neither do I.
You probably just looked at me and said, "I wish for you to remain here and perish." And I said, "Man, damn man, okay, I didn't. I'll just stay camping."
Well, you're alive, aren't you?
I am.
And then
alive.
Skinwalker Eric came up to you at 11 at night and said, "Do you want to go into society with me?"
That's why you wanted to leave her. You're like, now the gates will close soon, but if we evacuate quickly, we can make it to society. And then we did. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but maybe Skinwalker Eric, because that's just been because by that point, there's been some wacky times, wacky bullshit.
Just been the status quo for a while.
Yeah. So what would you say, Tyler? Do you prefer Eric or Skinwalker Eric?
Honestly, I would like OG Eric.
Sorry, man. You just not cutting it anymore.
Damn. That brings me to another... I even actually wrote this one down.
Wow.
So, when we were playing Monster Hunter...
Why you gotta say it like that?
Because it's gonna lead into something later.
Oh.
You said...
What did I... No. Is this what I think it is?
You asked, what would you, like... If you lost your memory, what would, like... what would you do?
I thought it was.
Yeah, me neither.
And, like... Would you like, try and, like, tell us, like... Or, like, would you want us to, like, tell you who you were? Would you want us to, like, try and change your life for the better by, like, lying to you? And then, like, I said, I don't know, I'd show you some old episodes of the podcast. I'd tell you some old stories and see if I could, like, get as much of you back and, like, just kind of hang out with you in those same regular intervals, if you were willing to, of course. And then I said, what would you do for me? And then you said instantly, oh, I would try and change you.
Oh, I did say that.
So I was wondering, what would you change?
Oh, I had, like, I'm pretty sure I listed off a lot of things. And at the end, I think I just called, like, Eric a piece of shit.
I'll elect something. I'd change it so you never remember the Slim Shady side of yourself.
That's
So
like
you
Eric's
never-
best part.
So you never again.
My best quality. My greatest quality is I look a little bit like Eminem.
I would make it so that you never again put on the gold chains. Never again live the double shirt life. Never again be Slim Shady.
Never again have to change myself for other guests that come on the show sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you, Tyler?
Well,
What would you change about Eric?
What would I change?
Yeah, if I lost all my memories.
His personality.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
No, it's not like in a bad way.
Well, you're gonna have to get a little more detailed than that.
I would make Eric more open and less afraid of the world.
How am I afraid of the world?
It seems you can't walk 2 steps without saying, man, fuck this world.
I think that's just I'm depressed.
Exactly.
I would cure your depression.
Or try to, at least. I feel like one look of this basement, you'd be like, fuck. It's all coming back.
Wakes up in this room every day and says, well, I'm depressed again.
I'm surrounded by violence, decay.
Oh.
And just make you forget that the French exist.
What?
What are French?
Who exists?
Exactly.
You know what I'd do for Kyle? You know what would be
Uh-oh.
really interesting?
Oh no.
I'd make you read the dictionary again.
Why? That's not changing anything.
No, like to help you jog your memory.
That would just jog words.
I feel like when you say a super weird word that you normally say you've read in a dictionary.
What, like verisimilitude?
Yeah. Or one you said earlier. I don't
What
know
does
it was.
verisimilitude mean?
Verisimilitude is a thing within writing. It's something about how one thing relates to another and makes sense. I think it's similar to ludonarrative dissonance, but like it's supposed to be a positive thing.
What is ludonarrative dissonance again?
You don't know? Okay.
Isn't that when
It's been a long time since I've been in high school,
You
and I
put
didn't
out-
pay attention when I was there either.
you put out 2 points, but they don't?
It's
together
where
at all?
it's a thing often used in video games, and I don't think it's used in anything else because obviously video games are the gameplay and story thing. But it's basically where the narrative you put out of one thing is in opposition to the realities of that other thing. So a good example is like in Uncharted, those games. Your character Nathan Drake is like this happy-go-lucky guy who like tries to help people and is a good guy, but then you reach gameplay and you just wanton murder hundreds and hundreds of people, but it never matters and no one ever actually seems to give a shit that he is on the level
A
of
mass murderer.
Yeah, he is a mass murderer. Where everyone's like, "Oh, Nathan, that silly boy," because it's just
I've
it's-
always
Well, because
wondered
no
about
one's there
that.
to survive to tell the tale of his fucking more.
Well, and that's the funny thing. In Uncharted 2, there is an achievement, there's a trophy called ludonarrative dissonance that you get for killing 1,000 people.
Oh, I got that.
So at least they're self-aware as well.
Yeah, they're aware of it.
Well, because if you think about like you're meant to be the good guy, but yet you fucking
Yeah.
genocide this whole
And
island.
it's like when a character will approach a villain who's done awful things, and they'll point a gun at them, and it's like I got to take you in or whatever, and they won't shoot them. But then you get into gameplay,
Yeah,
like
and
a
they've
bunch
just
of goons
killed-
who are by all rights not as bad as the big villain. You just start gunning them down because they're the enemy.
Exactly like the fucking first Batman movie with what's his name? That Tim Burton did. Batman goes and blows up a factory with like Joker's goons in it and like kills indiscriminately, and then he tries to save the Joker at the end.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ludonarrative dissonance.
Yeah, I'd make you read the dictionary. Because I feel like certain words, especially like the ones you just mentioned, as soon as you read it, then read the description, a violent blast of memories would just appear in your head.
Ah, yes. I now understand. Well, because to do that, you'd probably have to access like the full word pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis, because that would be the most triggering word to me. But you'd need to know how to find that word in the first place. So that's the great story arc of if I lost my memory. Although I guess you could take a shortcut through hippopotamonstrosis quipedaliophobia.
If you lost your memory, it'd hit your head on the fucking bookshelf again, and maybe that would make it come back.
Maybe.
Oh,
That's like a 50-50 chance.
either you die or you remember.
If it's a 50-50 chance, I'd just do it twice.
But what if you fail again?
I guess he dies, I don't know.
Oh, man, imagine losing your memory and then you walk into your own room and look at the shelves of like manga and shit. It's like, oh, what
Then
are
you just
these?
feel a hand on your back and just.
You just see me running. Grab you by the shoulder and the back of your head, and I just slam it into the shelf.
That's what I thought Kyle was going with. This.
No, I was saying like imagine, Eric, you lose your memory, you come back home, you step into your room, you see shelves of manga, and you look across all that manga and say, oh, what's this? You flip it open, you start flipping through it, and you go, oh, this is weird, what the fuck?
This is emergence.
Why do all of these snake people have boobs?
Yeah, what if you... And then you put it
Oh,
down and you're
they
like, I don't
poison
like who I
saps.
used to be.
Whose room am I in?
You know what'd be really fucking funny?
What?
Eric does lose his memory. He does come into the basement. We're all like, oh yeah, this is your room and stuff. And he does walk over to one of his mangas, open it up. You know what you see inside?
Pussy.
A flash drive. And we go to play the flash drive, and it's just a video of Eric saying, I did this to myself. I needed to forget it. And Eric is just sitting in the chair like...
The memory wipe story arc.
I know exactly which one has the drive in it. Kyle, if you lost your memory, I would try and show you all the podcast episodes and stuff. But I would also say you are a good person, despite what old you used to say.
Let me add something cool to this.
Oh boy, something cool other than reading the dictionary.
You lose your memory.
Yeah.
Like, say, he loses his memory. Kyle loses his memory.
Kyle loses his memory.
You and I have to choose one episode of the podcast to help jog the memory of Kyle. What episode are you choosing?
Probably a positive one. Definitely not the one where, like, me and Kyle... Not many of those. Not the one where me and Kyle talked about it. It's kind of a funny story.
Oh.
We were being positive to each other, but not to the rest of the world.
Oh.
Nothing with space involved.
Hey. I hear that.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up.
I've been courteous. I hear it too.
Oh. You know, I would probably choose one of the earlier episodes, because we're way more lively then.
Yeah, when we were pretending to be happy. Yeah, probably one of the earlier ones, but I wouldn't be able to figure out which one.
You see, I would have said one of the ones with Q in it.
Yeah, probably one of the ones with Q in it, because before you even said that, I was going to be like, probably one of the ones with Q in it. That would be a good one.
I would choose one of them without me in it. Listen.
Oh, come now, Tyler.
There's a reason behind it, though.
Why?
I feel like if I'm not there, Kyle's the kind of guy to, like, pick up the lack of me not being there. So he'd speak a lot more than he usually does.
I feel like a lot of the time I just kind of sit back and let you guys talk a lot. I don't think I add too much to this show, honestly.
I'm the one that doesn't.
Nah, you talk a fair amount. Like, statistically speaking, I think Tyler is the one who
Tyler
talks
is
the
the
least.
most breedable.
What the fuck? Because I'm the only one who will willingly take a dick up my ass.
That's not how you breathe.
What do you mean?
That's not how you breathe.
I'm a guy either way.
So you should have known that it was not possible. It was nonsense. You didn't need to.
I just wanted to say something funny.
I watch gay porn. Tyler, that's the one thing that got me through this week. When you were like, I need to say something manly. You're like, I watch gay porn.
Because you guys started listing off a bunch of stuff, so I was like, what would be really funny to say? I watch gay porn.
We were just listing off stereotypical manly things like, oh yeah, I deadlift 500 pounds. Ugh, I fucking do whatever. And then Tyler's like, yeah, I watch gay porn.
And all that happened while we were playing Monster Hunter.
World. Iceborne.
No, isn't it New World?
No, it's just World.
Man, I've been calling it New World to a bunch of people.
That's not what it is. You're a liar.
What people have you been acting a fool to?
No one.
I lied.
I don't talk to people.
Not true.
Fabricated even.
You're the only two people I talk to.
Oh,
This is crazy.
thank you, Tyler.
That's not a good thing.
You talk to the others we play funny tabletop games with.
No.
Yeah, you talk. You literally
During
play a
we
game
play
with them.
tabletop.
You play 2 games
That
with them.
doesn't mean I talk to them.
You talk to them more than I do.
You hang around.
Not
You
really.
sometimes hang around after the sessions. And
Yeah,
we
that's
have
just because I
conversations.
can't find the way to say I want to go.
Well, you literally just say, "Oh, session's over. I'm gonna go beat my meat
Tyler,
and kill
they
myself."
like you more than they like me.
I doubt that.
I don't know. I just kind of say funny quips. They laugh a bit, and then they get scared.
I feel like if any of them hated me,
Stop! No names.
You're correct. That person doesn't hate either of you. They were just shy at the beginning.
it's not even that. I feel like I do a jab at her so often.
Well, Tyler,
Well,
that's just
we-
because you like to hit women.
Yeah, you do a jab and then a right hook.
You see, you gotta get them in the stomach, and then when they double over, you grab them by the hair and you hit them on the corner of the wall.
Stop.
Tyler, I don't think you understand how violently racist we are to her on a daily basis.
I'm not racist.
I've never
No,
said a
we
racist.
are.
I've never said a racist thing in my life.
Neither have I. You have no proof.
Yeah, especially not 70+ episodes.
We gotta delete the videos.
We gotta delete the records.
We gotta delete the channel.
Tyler starts fucking hacking the channel and deleting it.
Just
Then
violently
fucking-
throwing. What are they fucking magnets? How do they work? Magnets at the modem.
Yeah, and then fucking Eric stands up and goes, "Holy Christ, it's Jason Bourne."
Jason
Oh,
Christ,
who-
it's Jesus born.
Yeah,
And then I point at
Why'd
Kyle
why'd you put the magnet on the modem?
I don't know.
to kill the internet.
Yeah, so you can't upload any further videos.
I thought you was
You
just,
gotta take it at the root. You gotta kill the president.
I thought you was
Yeah.
talking about doing it like on the hard drive. I was like, does that work?
You gotta do your mom.
I thought usually if you just have it touch the ground, it deletes everything.
What?
Only if it touches the ground hard.
No.
What are you fucking talking about touching the
There's
ground?
a thing like, there's a thing if it touches like the carpet or something, like a hard drive, it doesn't fry it, but there's something like static, electricity or something shoots through it and deletes everything.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, anything will delete if you throw it at a carpet hard enough.
Oh.
I need to fill my computer with beans.
Tyler, if you had to be some kind of toy or like plush or like some kind of arts and crafts creation, what would you be?
What? What kind of fucking question?
Like, maybe Tyler would be like one of those old like Hulkamania wrestler figures with like fist action where it goes like wah, or maybe he'd be a big fucking plushie or something.
Tyler, you're Stretch Armstrong, but it's just your head, and they grab your cheeks and pull it really hard.
You know what I would be? You know what I'd love to be?
What'd you be?
You know, like the 7-foot teddy bears you can buy at like Costco.
Oh, like the big boys?
I'd love to be one of them.
Okay, Tyler would be the big giant teddy bear. What would you be, Eric?
I would be, you know those Rock'em Sock'em, like
Rock
Hulk.
Sock'em Robots?
No, you know the like Hulk gloves
Yeah.
Oh,
where you like
Yeah.
literally the only difference between actually punching someone and like hitting them with those is there's a little bit of fabric in between.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd be those.
You'd be the tools of destruction and pain.
Yeah, or Jenga,
Jenga?
because I'm good at falling apart.
I had a really good one, but I can't remember what it was.
Then did you ever really have it?
I'm really
I
trying not to
wish
think.
that I could turn back time. Get it? Because Evangelion.
What about Evans Jelly Bean?
Well, you see, Kyle, there's two 14-year-old girls, and which one of them do you want to fuck more?
Shinji.
fucked up. Oh.
I wonder if Epstein ever watched Evangelion.
Oh!
I wonder which girl
I
Epstein
remember
liked
the
more.
toy.
It better not be Epstein.
No.
Epstein's
Do you
little
know
hammer.
the one toy that, like, when you turn it over, it goes... Eric would be one of them.
Probably. Dry heaving is so... I don't know if I can convey to you guys how funny dry heaving is to me.
But that's all you can do. Are you laughing while you dry heaving?
Yes!
What's so funny about it?
I don't know. Just like,
that
for one...
person is suffering. They cannot puke, so their whole body is
For,
just going,
as well as, for one, the reactions of people around you. Because, like...
everyone's like, damn!
Because, like, anytime I burp, I, like, force it, and, like, I make
You're
it...
1 millimeter away, goes,
Yeah, and, like,
Live
I'll
on
still
the
do
edge.
that at work. Like, there's new people that I work with, and I'll do it around them, and they'll, like... I'll forget that they don't know that I do this.
I
and,
thought
like,
you
I'll
did that
watch...
as a meme.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes.
Like fucking Eric will burp while we're in the party, and it doesn't even sound like he burped. It sounds like he just shouted.
I do that in public.
I thought you were just shouting.
I remember he did it in fucking high school.
Yeah.
How much did I do it in high school?
Not as much, but also I wasn't around you as much back then, so...
Huh.
Yeah, you started doing it as a joke. Like, you saw like a funny video of a guy burping, but he wasn't really burping. He was just shouting. So ever since then, Eric's been like...
It was really funny the other day because I did it around, like, my boss, like the CEO of the company, and 2 new people.
What was that
Like,
nice burp?
I'm just working and I'm like...
Yeah.
they all back away a foot and I'm like, oh, sorry, excuse me.
Because at first you can hear the burp, then it just evolves into fucking shouting.
That wasn't as good as one. It, like...
Yeah. Stop.
It's so funny.
I just can't wait for the day he does that, and all he hears, I threw up, guys.
Like, Kyle, that was probably one of my favorite drunk times when me and you were walking, like, I was walking you halfway home, and I was almost throwing up the whole way until I actually threw up.
I couldn't see you in the darkness. So as far as I knew, every so often he just fucking spills his guts. And I'm like, bro. And he's like, no, I'm fine. And I'm like, bro, you okay? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
Like, and then I'd giggle after I'd laugh.
Oh, but you know that won't beat.
What?
One time we go to McDonald's and fucking Eric deep-throated a tree branch. I will never stop telling this story on the podcast. Holy shit.
It's a good story.
It was a good story. It was not a good time.
All of us were just walking and all we hear is... and then Eric's like, I just deep-throated the tree. Then all you hear from Eric's... As he fucking throws up for like 5 minutes. And we're all just like, fuck, man.
Man got.
I just couldn't stop laughing the whole time. Because I asked Eric, did you just fucking deep throw that tree? He just goes, oh.
Okay, so I've been talking extensively with Sam about real-life monster hunting.
Yes, I was there.
No, it didn't end with us playing.
Well, I was
I've
there
done it
for
at
part
work.
of it.
Ooh, you fucking dive into the air with your insect leaving. I won't say the rest.
Okay, so I've thought about, like, what build I would want. So I would like a swordfish. I would like an insect glaive, but the only way that I could think that that would be true is if I had like a mop handle and then I got termites to eat the mop handle and then I have insects on it, because I can't think of any other way to keep bugs on it other than if I dip it in honey and then I have a bunch of ants crawl on it.
So this is like if Monster Hunter was in the real world.
Yes.
Yeah, like
exactly.
If we get up right now and walk out into the woods and start monster hunting.
Like, I think my favorite vision of that was, like, Kyle saying, oh, I want pangolin armor, and then we would just be running around with hammers. Yeah, just clubbing pangolins. And the most we can get is, like, shoes or a helmet.
Like, you
Pangolins?
Yeah, pangolins.
You know, it's a little spiky little...
They're kind of like armadillos, where these hunched dudes, and they've got, like, scale mail on their backs.
Oh!
There's a Pokemon that looks like them.
I thought you guys were talking about fucking penguins.
No, pangolins, different.
Because I was just imagining Eric running around the Arctic just hammering on fucking penguins.
No.
I don't think there'd be anything that I would want for my build.
Well,
from penguins.
You could add, like, take their beaks and just add it onto, like, a weapon to give it, like,
instead
a
of fucking
I think they would be good, like, shoe hooks, you know?
Possibly.
Like, that's the way my brain has been thinking, like, what bones from animals can I use, what pelts, and, like, what I would want is, you know how I normally wear, like, the like, kind of build baseball cap hats, so I would want an alligator snout as a helmet, and like to secure it to the back I would have like straps and everything, and then I would cover it with peacock feathers. I would like shoe bill beak shin guards. And for the rest of it, I can't really think of it. The weapon, however, I would like an insect glaive, and I would like one end of it to be a sawfish snout, and then the other one to be a marlin hook, or like the marlin kind of like sword, the swordfish beak.
I still like the idea of getting a giraffe neck and skull as a weapon. It's just a long pole arm and you beat people with their little fucking horns.
And like me and Sam have been thinking about like how actual hunts would go. And, like, the one that I've thought about a lot would be, like, if we were hunting a bull so that one of you could get a bull skull. We were, like, air quotes, grinding bulls, but really we were just going to farms and, like, trying to kill the bulls there. And, like, you guys would be like, okay, so Eric's gonna mount it because he's got the glaive, so that's kind of like he's airborne attack, so he'll mount it.
Thing.
And we'll, like, try and hit it when it's on the ground. And, like, by some miracle, I'll jump on the back of it and grab it by the horn. And, like, for the carving knife, I would just have a paring knife.
You just have, like, a box cutter.
And I'm just barely hanging on, and I get 2 stabs in, and then, like, it bucks, and then I stab myself in the leg, and I just barely get out the, like, and then it charges into a wall, and, like, as it hits the wall, I, like, sling forward, and I hit my, like, eyebrow on the guardrail, and I smash my head open. And then one of you points is like, Eric ran out of stamina, we gotta pick up the slack.
Eric ran out of stamina.
And I'm just brain dead on the ground.
I've got shared items, and I just whip out a fucking can of iced tea. I start chugging it.
You throw a can of iced tea at me.
Oh, you know, I'd throw a fucking thing of cocaine and be like, revive powder.
You just dump it on his face.
And, like, the other one that
Meowster, Vigor Wasp, and then you just throw a fucking can of bees.
A can of bees. And, like, the other ones that I've thought of were, like, if we did, like, hunts for, like, things in the water, like, one would be a great white shark because, I don't know, somebody wanted shark skin, and because only me and Tyler can swim. It's like,
we've been playing World where you go play that other Monster Hunter game that the whole combat was based like that.
What do you mean base like that?
Remember, you told us about the Monster Hunter
Yeah,
game,
yeah, older
water
Monster
combat.
Hunters where you couldn't get in the water. Like, Freedom Unite was like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see what you do is you drag it onto land, and then I beat it.
And like you and Sam are in a boat with the equivalent of like you say that they're bows, but they're just potato cannons
Hey, you know, those could fuck
I've
you
got a
up.
heavy bow gun.
with
and
like
it's
a
potato
with a
cannon.
road spike driven through the bottom of the potato, slightly poking out of the other side. And it's like, oh, I think Eric mounted it, but you just see my head poke out of the water and a big plume of blood. It's like, help!
We don't have any quest givers, so we just go around.
We're
with
just
people.
freelance monster hunters.
Like, hey, you need any monsters you need slain?
There was a handler, but then Eric killed her.
No handlers allowed to remain.
I'm upset that I'm the only one that talks to the handler at this point in the game, because I think she's broken for me, because she used to speak, she used to say things, but like it's some fucking like cat appreciation event, so she's just wearing a big fursuit, and when I run up to her, she's just like, ah! She doesn't say anything anymore.
Yeah, I think that's an improvement.
I think your shit's glitched.
Maybe. Tyler, did I tell you about my system now?
No.
So,
Bro, I'd be haunted if this shit happened to me.
my PlayStation, it woke me up the other day by, like, you know the sound that it makes when, like, you hit the, like, disc eject button where it's like beep, beep, beep?
Yeah.
It kept doing that for, like, maybe 5 minutes after I woke up, but I was still in that state of, like, I'm not going to get out of bed because I don't know what's happening. And I hear my dad come downstairs, and, like, I just hear him rip it out of the wall and put it on the fucking, on the couch, and go back upstairs, and I'm like, I guess I'll go check that out in the morning. I plug it back in, and I turn it on, and the disc, like, the disk drive is just constantly whirring, like there's a disk in it and it's trying to eject it, but there's no disk in the system, so it's just like,
What the fuck?
and I'm like, oh my god, is the system gonna die before the remote does?
That would be scary.
That would be poetic.
Honestly, I'm out of.
Did you ever put any discs back in it?
No, I'm scared to try
Not
at this
since that
point.
night.
I haven't had the urge to play Dark Souls 3 in a while.
But Elden Ring is coming out soon.
Digital download.
Going for the digital route?
I think I'm gonna have to.
I want to get it physically. I like my games physical.
Listen to your system talk.
I was just thinking, I was singing that song in my head as well.
Why?
Let's
funny.
get physical. Physical.
Oh.
Who sings that again? Is that fucking... Is that Madonna?
I don't, maybe.
Okay, hold on a minute. Keep talking about something. I need to look something up.
Hey, Puppet Pal Clint. Do you know what time it is?
No, I do not.
It's bonk time. Bonk. I don't get it.
I think I might have some bad news.
Oh no, what?
I do not have the money to buy Elden Ring.
Tyler. Womp womp.
So it will be a two-man team until I get it.
Well, I got a raise recently.
Oh.
Oh.
I cannot make Kyle drag me through a game on his own.
Well, you'll be fairly good at Elden
And it was by Olivia Newton-John, by the way.
I don't even know who
Listen.
that is.
Olivia Newton-John was the lady in...
Son of Isaac Newton.
No.
No.
No. She was the lady in Grease.
I've never watched Grease.
Grease is the word,
Like the
don't
blonde
you know?
one?
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty sure at least.
Like the main
No, the Grease
main
one.
chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
Okay,
blonde.
now hold on. Now I'm going to confirm this before people get angry.
At least I think she was blonde.
Probably. It was Grease.
Grease cast.
You might just get updated
Olivia
photos.
Newton-John.
Yeah.
John Travolta has aged remarkably. Olivia Newton-John, yeah.
Oh God, what was this one movie? It was a movie with fucking Tom Cruise and some lady, and they recently had like a meetup,
Top Gun.
maybe.
Pretty sure it's Top Gun.
And she looks. Oh, the fucking Tom Cruise looks no different.
There's got to be something, you know. I'm not one for shit. My phone fell. Cults or religion in general. But
Scientology.
yeah, there's something in the Scientology because you know who's a Scientologist?
Who?
John Travolta.
Oh right,
You know who's a Scientologist?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. They look
No different.
almost
Actually,
no different.
John Travolta got fat.
He aged gracefully.
Oh yeah,
I'd
he's like
say.
67. No,
Mm-hmm.
50, 60 at most.
He's doing country now. He's like a country singer, and like he looks like he would be a senator of some kind.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise looks no different.
And they say, I look like Tom Cruise.
Oh.
Like,
Well,
there's
you know who
got to
else
be
is
something
like
about
that?
it. Who?
Jennifer Anderson.
Aniston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, you can tell she is aged compared to, like, say, the start of Friends to now. But, God. I'd smash.
As well as Ben
Halle
Stiller.
Berry.
Halle Berry's aged.
Not really.
Yeah, not really, but like you can tell with
Ben
like
Stiller. He's like, maybe not like skin wise, but like his hair has gone like gray to white almost.
but he's like the kind of cool gray though, where like you know like I can't remember the the one like Dr. Stretchman from Fantastic Four. He's got that kind of gray going where it's just on the sides.
Yeah.
Elastic Johannes.
Yeah. He's got the cool gray. I wish that like more people had that gray. That's a cool ass gray. I can't have that gray. I'm bald.
You still got the sides of
You
your
could
head.
paint your head gray.
You're so right.
Also, you're wearing a gray hat right now.
Ah.
You know who was, I say, is aged gracefully?
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Adam Sandler's aged fair. Yeah. He doesn't really look that different from like now to Big.
Honestly, yeah. The only difference would be like he's grown like his stubble out.
Owen Wilson too.
Chris Rock, yeah, he's.
Well, you know, black don't crack.
That is true. That is true.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah,
black don't crack.
yeah. Black really don't crack.
I think there was like
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, fucking Whoopi Of course, Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, did you guys hear about the controversy she's in recently?
What
No.
controversy? Was it something revolving around The View?
Maybe. I'm not sure. She said it on some kind of news thing, but guess what she said about the Holocaust?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Take a guess.
Was it that it didn't happen?
No,
Did she go the whole route of, well, it couldn't have been 6 million?
no.
It didn't happen, but I wish it did.
She says it wasn't about race.
Huh? Well, it wasn't about race, it was about religion.
Yeah.
Because
But they considered the Jews a different race of being. So it was technically about race.
it's a religion, though. It's not a race.
But the steel's heavier than the feathers.
But yeah, she said that and got some flame.
I mean, is that really all that, like,
Eric.
fire-worthy, though?
Anything is.
But
Well,
like,
I mean,
okay,
yeah,
now hold
anything
on
is,
though. Like
but-
she's not denying that it happened, or like she said that it's not about race, and like it wasn't about race if you boil it down. It was about religion.
No. The Germans found them less to human. So in their eyes, they were exterminating a race.
But it wasn't a race.
Yeah, but from a German perspective, I see what he's saying, because like the Germans saw them as a whole race on their own that was completely inferior. So the actual cause of it, the reason that what it was about,
it wasn't
was
because
about
they're Jewish
race
or their religion, which I don't even think is Jewish. Isn't that like Hebrew, or is that something else?
Jewish and Hebrew are like fundamentally the same thing. Jewish and Hebrew is a religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, yes, I see what you're saying. That makes sense at the time, but now it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the use? I don't know, but I'm just saying it wasn't based off the religion.
Anyway, why is Whoopi Goldberg digging this up now anyways?
I don't know. I didn't watch the full clip. I just saw...
She was just thinking about the Holocaust, you know?
Yeah, I just saw she said that. I don't know.
Don't we all?
No.
Just think about the Holocaust?
Yeah, it was just one big prank.
It was a big prank.
It was just a prank.
Look, man, the camera's over there.
Points to the fucking security camera on the guard tower. Camera's right there, bro. It's just a prank.
How much time are we at?
You dare ask that question upon me?
Yes, for once, I ask you instead of Eric.
You invoke the fifth?
No.
I played the fifth. Speaking of the fifth, it's the 58 minutes.
Okay, so here's the question that I wanted to ask you, Kyle, but like I wanted to save it for the podcast, and now we're on the podcast. So
Finally.
Kyle,
I remember, yeah, you were saying something about that.
You remember in Insidious where like the guy, like anytime there were pictures taken, there was the ghost lady appearing in the background?
Yeah.
So what if every time your parents took a picture of you, or like pictures now, or actually specifically like pictures and videos, there was just a dick slowly entering the screen?
I would not be cool.
Like just the last like half a second, like it's a birthday picture of you blowing out candles, and then just the tip of a dick and a bit of the shaft enter frame.
I wouldn't like that. I would not like that at all.
Your parents are like, we stopped taking videos of you because of this.
Because of the dick. The big penor. Insidious was a wacky movie. Sorry, I am distracted by a thing, because I'm going to see if I have any dreams written down.
Listen. Back to what Eric said. The dick's getting closer and closer, but it gets to the point
I don't think I want to talk about this one.
It gets in your mouth.
You see it in real life.
Yeah.
You see a dick.
This is how it looks.
Show me the picture.
It's like just Google man in penis costume.
Yeah.
It's like a stock image.
Like, no, you've managed to have like pictures of yourself taken avoided for like that entire time subconsciously, and then your wife takes a picture of you at your wedding, and then during the wedding night she wakes up just to like hear you like moaning like and you're getting fucked in the ass. Just a fucking ghost is fucking you in the
Oh.
I don't like this one.
That was funny. Oh.
That'd be a horrible reality.
Yeah.
Well, I got the question that, like, after the fucking... the dick's done its job, when Kyle takes another picture
Those
afterwards...
can't come, Tyler. Those can't come. They're never finished.
So you're just forever stuck on that bed getting fucking railed by a dick.
Call an exorcist or a sexorcist.
Oh, but anyways...
You ever heard of an exogasm, Tyler?
No.
Yeah, because they don't exist.
But anyways, to go back to it, the next picture you take, you just see a small dick, and it just restarts the cycle.
It's growing.
Have you any dreams, gentlemen?
Man, I had one where I ripped a monster's eye out because we've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter.
I had one that actually had all of us in it.
Wow, tell us about it.
It was actually pretty cool. It was you, it was Kyle, Eric, and a couple of our other friends.
Wow.
And this, I've talked about my fucking like dreamscape before.
Yeah.
And I have this one of a school.
Yeah.
And we were just all bulling out, chilling.
Yeah.
And like a part of this school has like its own mini mall. And so we were just hanging out. One time, went to the movie theaters, but you know what's really cool about this movie theaters?
What was really cool about it?
It had a bowling alley.
Ooh.
So we just played games before our movie, and when we went to go watch the movie, guess what the scene was?
What?
It was like a fucking opera level house of like rows of seats.
That's fucked up. Oh, that better be a big screen.
It wasn't.
It was one of those little CRTVs that they wheel out to
wheeled it
play
in.
Bill Nye.
Yeah,
Pretty
like,
much.
okay, we're gonna watch a movie today.
That's
I
why
was
woke
always
up.
worried those TVs were gonna fall off their fucking platforms.
Whenever I saw one without the strap, I was just waiting for some random kid to go push it over.
Did you have any dreams, Eric?
I'm trying to remember.
You want to know another
I
thing
know
I'm
I
scared
had
of?
some fucked up ones.
What's the thing you fucked up scared by?
You know, like the old, like projectors,
Yeah.
where like, they put the clear sheet on.
You're.
I was always scared if you're on either end of it, it was gonna fall on you.
God, that was classic technology.
Yeah, we had a high school teacher that used it to his fucking final years.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I was getting surgery done on me, but like the anesthetic, like it wore off, but like I was screaming and yelling for them to stop, but they didn't pay attention that I was awake, so they just kept doing the surgery. That was pretty scary.
That sounds pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't like it.
I don't see anyone who would. What
So,
about you, Kyle?
Have you people played Uncharted?
I've played all 5
Like,
of them.
I only played a little bit of it at a friend's house. I never really played any of the series.
Okay.
I know there's a movie coming out
Yeah.
with British boy that plays Spider-Man.
Sportman.
And fucking Mark Wahlberg as Sam Sully.
So, for Tyler, do you know, like, kind of the aesthetics of the, like, later game, like, ancient temples and shit from, like, the second game? Where it's kind of like that gold Mayan shit?
Yeah, because you were looking for El Dorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gold, that kind of aesthetic. Do you get the idea of that, like, golden Mayan
Kinda like
temples?
Aztec temple
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
type stuff. Yeah.
I had a dream where I was in a place like that, and I was with hundreds of people, like Squid Game energies. But we were standing before a massive wall with that styling and with like pillars going up it, and it was a very steep incline, like it was a fucking wall, and it just went super far up, and we all had to climb it. So we started climbing it, and as we're climbing it, occasionally, it's like streams of water will just shoot down from the ceiling, and rocks will just fall, and we have to climb up, and people are getting hit by rocks and shit, and I was climbing up, and I was just alongside some people, because I'm like, if I stay just a little behind them, but into the side, if they get smacked by something, I will not die. But I was
Smart,
following them. We were just going up, and the one part that was most notable to me was when I looked over at a dude, and I looked down, and I see how far we've come, and then I hear the dude say, "Man, if I fall, I'm killing myself."
Oh.
No shit.
That man was just one of us.
Yeah. I had a second dream where I was, and this one fucked me up, because, alright, fun fact. I was recently, we had a thing going on in my garage, where the kind of, like...
My garage.
Yeah, my garage, like Duke gas cans. In my garage, and this actually happened in my garage, the roofing was kind of like drywall plates stuck together, and they were just kind of taped together and then plastered over, as is a way this is often done. The tape started falling off, so it was just hanging down in strands. And my brother, and me and my mother, we're not handymen. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. My brother says, "Yeah, I'll come over and fix that up for you." So I was hanging out with my brother in my garage while talking like mad shit, and just doing things. And then I have a dream like that night. In this dream, I am in the garage with my brother, and we start sweeping dust off the floor, and then we open the garage door to sweep it out, and my brother actually did this while he was here, so this was just really confusing. I couldn't tell if this was real or not. And we open the garage door as we're sweeping out the stuff, and we notice, man, our driveway is really dusty too. So we start sweeping it off, and as we sweep it off, we find a carpet. We're like, well, what's this carpet doing here, covered in all this dust? We never knew it was here, because the dust blocked it, and we thought it was the floor. So we pick it up, and we just whack some dust off it, and pull it out of the driveway. And there is just a massive, like, trench in our driveway that the carpet was covering.
And no one's ever fallen in it or dropped or, like, drove over it.
Well, see, now when we try to get our vehicle up to the garage, we can't do it anymore. But we couldn't get the carpet back in place. Also, it looked really ugly because it was like a really now that we like whacked all the dust off it, it was a really like vibrantly colored carpet, and it just contrasted completely against our driveway. And like, man, we just fucked this up.
Almost like there's a lime green carpet on top of like.
Actually, it was red.
Lime red.
Blood limes.
Blood limes.
Assassin's Creed. Blood limes.
Listen, I don't want to talk about Assassin's Creed.
That's the apple of Eden, a blood lime, because it's acidic and it's red.
The apple of Eden isn't red.
Well, but apples are.
Okay, what kind of apple was it that Eve ate?
Probably a pink lady.
That's an apple?
Oh, you've never heard of pink lady apples?
No.
Really?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I'll put it this way. I don't know apple names. All I know is Red Delicious,
Green Sucks,
Granny Smith, Macintosh, and Golden.
Yeah, those are the most common ones. Gala are also very common. There's Cosmic Crisp is a new one.
A new apple dropped.
Yeah, they dropped a new apple. They genetically modified a new apple. Jazz apple.
Jazz?
Yeah, Jazz apple. There's fucking...
What color is Jazz?
Jazz, I think they're also red. There is...
Well, there's ones that are like
lady.
the deep red, then like the normal red, then like
there's various levels of red. There's also Honey Crisp.
I know that one.
Yeah. I know Honey Crisp. Is that the kind of more goldish one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More goldy.
Perfect for like apple pies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very good apples, them. And that's part of what...
I like Red Delicious most.
Yeah, and yeah, there's a bunch of types of apples. There's more than that, but I don't know all of them because I'm not an appleologist.
That's something that I got yelled at Costco for today.
Apples?
Yes. My mom was looking at like one of the laptops and I said, "Don't buy it, they're shit." And she said, "Would you ever shut the fuck up?"
No way that's real.
It's real.
Oh. See, this is what I mean.
What do you mean?
Eric just hates everything in this world.
But they're Apple fucking computers. They're garbage. There was like,
MacBooks?
it was a $2,000 fucking MacBook. You know how much my computer costs? $1,000. It's worked better than any other fucking computer I've ever had.
I don't understand Apple computers. I've used one. It wasn't to my liking.
They're
I also
bad.
use an iPhone, and I don't like that either.
They're bad. They're shit. They're garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. iOS, eat your iOS into hell. There's something funny, Tyler.
Yeah.
You fucking giggling cunt.
You fucking higgledy-giggledy motherfucker.
Oh.
Tyler, what celebrity's ass would you eat and what celebrity's ass would you not eat?
I would eat Rihanna's.
She's pregnant right now, you fucking pervert.
Would that make her, in the eyes of you, Rihanna?
If she had a dick,
Fine,
she
if
would be
not-
queer on her.
Rihanna, Zendaya.
What?
Zendaya.
What about Zendaya?
I'd eat her ass.
Oh.
As for someone who won't, I won't eat ass. I'll have to choose.
Gilbert Godfrey.
No.
So you'd eat Gilbert Godfrey's ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Respectable.
I wouldn't eat Kevin Spacey's.
Thank you, Tyler, for eating my ass.
Oh, you could probably buy a cameo of him saying that.
Oh, that would be awful.
I wonder how much he charges per cameo. Probably like $20.
I don't know.
I'd say probably more than $20. That being said, I've never went on Cameo.
Well, like he does them a lot, so that's why I'm thinking like, oh, they're kind of cheap. Not like fucking like Kim Kardashian, where it's like 2,000.
Does she
Kim
have a Cameo?
Kardashian, go
Yeah.
on Cameo and spread your pussy.
No,
Why?
Actually,
You've already seen. You can see it. You can look up Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
porn.
but when you're famous for that, that's all you're good for.
Neat.
no. She became a lawyer, Kyle.
Oh.
Okay.
Did
Who's she defended?
Huh?
Who's she defended?
I don't know. She only just got it recently.
Well, isn't that what a strange coincidence? Because that's what her dad got famous for. And by extension, what she got famous for. Because he defended OJ.
Is that really why you got famous?
Yeah.
Like Bruce Jenner?
Her dad's not Bruce Jenner.
Oh. Who's her dad?
I don't know. The defendant of OJ.
Oh.
It wasn't Bruce Jenner. I can't remember how she's related to Bruce Jenner.
Well, stepmom now.
That being said, I'm not very good at keeping up with the Kardashians.
Ba-dum-bum. What if we had a friend-style intro?
Well, that would make starting these episodes a lot easier.
Yeah.
It really would.
But
What-
we don't do video.
What would our friend style intro be like?
Well, it'd be like...
I feel like-
No.
I feel like instead of be like, oh, a little goofy, oh, let's fall into the fountain. It would just be a gruesome death for each of us.
What the fuck?
I feel like fucking Eric would die in like a fucking vat of acid. Fucking, I'm getting electrocuted in like the chair or something. And
I get the top of my head cleaved off with a machete, but it's not one clean sweep, it's like 3 or 4.
oh,
like fades to the next scene as it's getting the extra wax. What would I die to, Tyler? How would I be gruesomely maimed?
I feel like you'd get stabbed a lot.
Just get the Caesar?
Yeah, but like you wouldn't be dressed as Caesar. Like maybe 3 people would come up to you with K-bars and stab you as you're walking down the street.
yeah.
Ah, so the thing I expect to happen.
Like you'd look up visually looking at a Live Leak logo and then like kind of clue in and then 3 people would round the corner with K-bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
don't
feel
think
like I
that'd be
would
very
die
good
in a car
intro, though.
crash probably.
But like the music for it is just the really upbeat Friends theme song.
Nobody
It would
told
be-
you life was gonna be this way. Shake, shake, shake.
It would be the We Built This City. Like we built this city.
Be Backstreet's back.
I feel like we need a better intro than that. Why would we all be viscerally dying?
We never.
I know. I just thought it'd be funny.
We never reached that part of the explanation.
Cause like, what else would we do?
I don't know.
I don't know. What if? What if it was just like a shitty
What if we-
soap opera opening?
I was thinking of remember Full House?
I never saw the intro. Of
Is that the one where it's like all the different boxes and all their heads appear?
No,
Or am I thinking of a different show?
the Proud Family did that. I think,
I don't think so.
but maybe. But it's the one where like they zoom in on you, but you're just doing a random mundane task. Like there's the whole memes of it, like, oh, check out my family. Then like the dad will be punching the wife, and the kid will be like robbing something. Do you not know those memes? But like as like he's punching the wife, the camera will zoom in on him, and he'll stare at it and do it like a little smile, like, I'm the father.
Kind of like that video of the one guy where it's like do 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 ding, or like he's yelling or he's spitting or throwing up, but he always like as soon as the ding shows up, he like looks up at the camera and he smiles.
I'll put the song on after the podcast.
Okay.
I think you'll recognize the meme template.
That's fucked up.
Okay, what would our random tasks be?
I don't know, like
It's just all of us sitting there absolutely motionless watching a movie.
that's how it would end.
Drooling, crying.
Fucking,
I
it'd
look
be
over
like,
to Eric, shut the fuck up!
like, you know what would be really funny for Eric? It's just him waking up in the morning, like he's walking to his car, he's like cooling angry, and the camera just zooms in on him. He's about to open up his door, and he just looks at it and goes, ah, and just gets it and drives off.
Like 50 cans of Twisted Tea fall out of the fucking side.
I feel like for Kyle it'd be like, oh, the cameraman would walk into his room, he's just sitting at his desk, and he's like fucking writing his suicide letter. But then just looks over at the camera and says, hi, I'm Kyle.
I thought you were going to say something more accurate where I punch a hole in my monitor, then I pull my bloodied hand with bits of
No.
glass in it, like coated in fucking liquid crystal, and then I give a thumbs up.
No, for yours, like you're like typing shit on your computer, and then like it's slowly creeping up to you, and then you turn your head, and then the camera runs at you, and you like back up into a corner, and you start swinging.
Oh.
Oh.
Tyler's, yours would be falling down the stairs.
You're walking to you're walking
I just
to like the,
take the first step, just
it's like the stairs to your building, and you just fall down the whole staircase, and it zooms in like while you're falling, and it happens to catch you while your like face is upward, and you just
I'm just
smile
going.
and go,
That would be really funny. As like, imagine like the stairway right here. You just see me at the top, and like the camera's looking at me. I'm going, and I fucking fling forward, but it cuts to a different shot to like an obvious like dummy being thrown down the
Or, like-
stairs.
Like you dolphin dive down the stairs, and it catches you throwing the thumbs up and smiling, and then the next cut is just you in the hospital.
Oh.
or it's like it gets the freeze frame of him smiling, and while it's freeze framed, you just hear the sounds of a splat.
You hear the sound of a fart, a wet fart,
A wet, gross fart.
a big wet fart,
Oh.
a fart plume coming out of his mouth.
What the fuck brought up that conversation? Oh, our intro.
Yeah.
I feel like it would
Why
need
do
to be
you
an
want bad things to
audio-based
happen
one.
to us for our intro?
I don't know, because I think it'd be accurate.
It would need to be an audio-based one, though, because we aren't video.
I know.
So what sounds? What funny sounds? What music?
I don't know.
Fucking, I'm a gummy bear.
No, we can't use that.
Trap remix.
Trap remix, I'm a gummy bear. I'm a cummy bear.
It's just a trap remix of I'm a Gummy Bear, but there's just a line in there that says I'm a fat dick femboy gummy bear because it's a trap remix.
I'm a fat dick, fat boy gummy bear. What the fuck?
Because it's a trap remix.
What was the other thing you said that made me laugh really hard last week, Tyler?
God, which thing?
It wasn't it was before I watched gay porn. Oh, I know. You know what? I can't say that one.
Oh, now I want you to refresh me.
Say it.
You're like, God, your total smells like my mom's pussy.
I knew you were going to say that. I wanted to throw up after saying that.
And I was like, that gives me the green light for
just say
saying
whatever the fuck I want.
anything I think of. Any awful thing.
Man, I saw it, I couldn't resist.
That reminds me of the other real life Monster Hunter one where, if we went to hunt wolves.
You're just beating wolves.
No, one of them would, run out and, grab me by the neck, and, I'd have just enough time to get a death rattle out before it fully rips my throat out.
That's why you gotta get throat armor from rhinos.
You gotta get the Glizzy Guardian.
Yeah. That's your skill.
Oh, you know the vivid image I got?
What?
The Glizzy Guardian Eric takes a selfie of himself, and so the penis from your fucking your fucking what was it? Insidious story just comes out of nowhere.
What?
Your Insidious problem.
I know.
Where anytime.
I know the Insidious penis.
Hey Kyle, I'm gonna take a picture of you. And
Don't take a picture.
You're gonna get fucked in the ass tonight.
Don't do it.
It's not a good end.
What if there's two pictures taken and you get double penetrated?
Well, because
You get spit roasted.
You would have skipped over the process.
Okay, so man, that would be terrible. Every night you just get fucked in the ass and then the other dick comes into frame.
No, it's it.
We're talking, Tyler. No, listen, you can't try and rationalize this.
Yeah,
This-
stop what you're thinking.
Yeah, I know, I did. It's gone already.
Cease your foolishness.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Bing, 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 bong.
You just duplicate that one sound 3 times.
I better fucking hear that.
Whenever this one gets uploaded.
God. How many episodes do we have in the backlog?
Don't talk about it. The viewers can't know.
You're so right. But they know it's been Christmas.
Was that really the last episode we uploaded?
Christmas was a while ago.
It really was. Well, to be fair, after Christmas, did we actually even really meet up?
Not really.
I remember meeting up
We've
in
been
January.
okay. Context, everyone. We've been shut down a couple times by COVID.
Yeah.
Again.
COVID.
Man, it's been 2 years, over 2 years
Fuck
since
it.
COVID started.
Our first lockdown started April of 2020. Ever since then, it's been hell.
Don't say the date. Don't date it. They can't know.
They can't know we upload like this.
All that they can know is that the Queen has died. Big wink.
Are you talking about the whole March thing?
Shush.
Oh, I only know that because of a meme.
What March thing?
People are saying the Queen's gonna die on March 15th of this year.
Well, yeah, she's dead, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, she's dead.
Huh?
Okay, Tyler, I'm going to leave some breadcrumbs for you. We want them to believe that we are being topical. I am making an assumption. Because this will not be uploaded
out until then.
for another 6 months, perhaps.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Hey, forget about it, Daddy.
The last thing I remember happening is that the Queen is dead and World War III has started.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it really sucks. That's why we're actually in an underground bunker right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The nukes have gone off. Kyle has... You know, the radiation corrected his eye.
I was about to make that joke.
I can finally see in one direction. I can see the horror clearly.
You're insecure. Don't know what for. Sorry, that's a little One Direction
Yeah,
joke.
I can see the horrible mutation that has finally given Eric hair.
But only in one patch. Like, you know...
It's a mohawk.
Yeah.
No.
It's not even a mohawk.
Not
It's
even
just
that.
like a circle in the middle of my head.
Yeah, do you know those bald people who are like just missing like right here, but they still got the little bit right there? They try to keep that alive by like swirling it up.
I only have a yarmulke of hair now.
Yeah,
It no longer grows on the sides either.
it's just the little patch and all this is gone.
I need to grow it up and outwards enough to look like normal hair.
Yeah.
Just a comb over.
I need to make people think I have a top knot.
Well, isn't that like a like a samurai thing?
That's
Where
one
they,
thing
they
too.
shave like all right here. They actually like keep the top knot.
Yeah, and they tie up with a top knot.
I wish I could have a top knot, but that's like the one, other than multiple thousands of other haircuts I can't have.
I guess you could say that you think that would be pretty top notch.
I do. What time are we at? No, not good enough, Kyle.
Oh.
You see, this is where I would repeat it and then throw it
You see, viewers, Eric just threw up.
It's 1:30.
1:30.
1:30.
What's a song? And not the Friends one. We can't do the Friends one.
You nobody told life was gonna be way this.
Instead of clapping, the man just farts.
Is Kyle's ass cheeks getting slapped by a ghost?
Oh.
Just fucking end it.
No.
Why not?
Tyler, you pick a song. What's a song you would like to sing?
What was that song that was playing on the radio as we came in?
This is how you remind me of
Oh,
what...
it wasn't Nickelback.
It wasn't that one.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Sorry, got excited.
We mentioned Nickelback and Eric pulled out his fucking dick.
My nipple sack.
Ew.
Those are called boobs.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, nipple sacks.
Yo.
I'm sorry, guys.
Alright. Teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone would bleed.
When I was...
My father took me into the teenagers.
to fuck Kyle in his ass.
And I'm not okay.
'Cause I'm a creep.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.